Good morning, everybody. Happy Mother's Day and happy Sunday from wherever you are. It is a beautiful day here in Texas, and I am really excited to have a StarAtlas morning with you guys. They have just dropped their third NFT sale. We've covered the first two. We're on the third week of a 14-week NFT rollout, and today I'm going to show you the process of buying these NFT posters as I buy my week 3 NFTs. I'm also going to talk a little bit more about what the StarAtlas ecosystem is all about and why I am so looking forward to this game launching. All right, guys, put your space helmets on. It's time to blast off. All right, guys, this is AI on Crypto. We talk about cryptocurrency prices and trends, altcoin gems, and all the things on the blockchain that fill our bags to the max. We make 5 to 6 videos a week covering NFTs, decentralized finance, altcoin gems, and pretty much everything on the blockchain. So if you like that kind of content, do us both a favor, subscribe to the channel, tap that like button, and start being a regular contributor to our growing community. All right, let's get to StarAtlas. So when you begin your journey, the best place to go is StarAtlas.com, and it will take you right to the site, and you can really begin exploring. They've got a newsletter. They've had 2 issues of that thus far. They also have a very thorough white paper, okay? In this white paper, they're going to tell you about a lot of the different pillars that make up the StarAtlas ecosystem, and I'll do my best to summarize it quickly for you guys here on this video today. Essentially, this is going to be a space exploration game. In order to explore space, you're going to need NFTs to do so. These NFTs are in the form of mining rigs. When you go out to deep space, you're going to be finding planets and comets that have rare resources. And that's kind of the point of the whole exploration, is you fly out there in your spaceship, you take your space station with you, you got your mining rig with trading deck, and you go out and you begin staking claim to space. Now, this process of mining is part of the intricate StarAtlas economy. So as you begin to mine these rare resources, you will also begin to sell them, and you will become part of the StarAtlas supply chain. And this will earn you the in-game currency, which is going to be called the Atlas token. This will be tradable on exchanges, and it will be as good as money in the real world. So that is an incredible development for video game ecosystems, as now through blockchain, NFTs, and digital value, we are seeing an environment where you might actually have people supporting their families through their video game play. Now, this game is not just pure space exploration. There is a competitive side to it as well, and you can definitely encounter other players out in deep space, and a hostile battle can ensue, and your ship could most certainly be destroyed. And this leads me to a very interesting element of this game, and that is a realistic consequence for being destroyed in space. So it would really be a bummer to buy your NFT ship. Let's say it's $100, but it could be $1,000. I'm not sure what these things are going to cost when the game gets going, but I'm sure they're going to want people that aren't super rich to be able to play this game in some capacity. Now, when you start the game out, you don't want to go and as soon as your ship leaves the dock, you get destroyed by a veteran player and bam, your ship is gone. That would not be a very fun experience. So they have different zones. One is going to be a low risk zone. So this is for new players that are learning the ropes, or people that are just taking the game for a stroll, and on that particular day, they don't want to get too serious. Now, in this low-risk zone, you are going to be able to move around in the game and have fun, but there's not going to be a lot of valuable rewards to be had in the form of resources that you can mine and other things. So then you have the medium-risk zone. Now, out in this medium-risk zone, things get a little bit more risky. You're going to start battling other players, and there is going to be some small consequences to being destroyed, but for the most part, your ship is going to respawn and you're not going to lose your NFTs. And you can also find some resources in this medium risk zone that can provide you value. You're not going to get the big money in the medium risk zone. The big rewards, the big money for the players that are taking this game seriously is going to be in the high risk zone that is out in deep space. Now, out in deep space, you got to take everything into consideration. If you're trying to get out to a far off planet, you got to make sure you got enough fuel, because if you run out of fuel in the middle of deep space, I imagine your vessel is just going to float off forever, and you're probably going to have to start over in a new NFT spaceship. Also, if you encounter a hostile player, or let's say a pirate faction out in deep space, or a competitor out looking for resources, if you guys engage in battle and your ship gets destroyed out in the high risk areas of deep space, you lose your ship, okay? Not only that, the winning party can then comb through the wreckage and salvage some parts. So let's say your ship had a couple of rare, expensive blaster cannons and a hyperdrive thing to make your ship go warp speed through space. Maybe the ship is destroyed, but the person that destroyed you can comb through that wreckage, and maybe those cannons and that hyperdrive system is still available, and he can then get that, add it to his own ship, or sell it on the open market. That's another form of the economy. There's also going to be politics in this game. They have a second token called Polis, and this is going to be the governance token of the ecosystem. It's also going to give you political advantages in game to hold power over other players, and also give you the rights to things like charge taxes and stuff like that. And there's going to be political domination as well as the space exploration side of things. I am not exaggerating when I tell you that they are literally trying to create a parallel society, a parallel universe that has similarities to ours that we can participate in our from our homes, but is in itself a very unique and different society and life experience than what we experience in the real world. But there's going to be those similarities of having an economy, having supply chains, having currency, and also having politics. So that is a very brief overview of what this game is. Here on StarAtlas.com, they have the white paper on the homepage. This is a very extensive white paper. I'll open it for you guys here. You can see it is 40 pages, and you can really get down into the details here on this white paper. They tell you all that you would want to know, you know, the economic systems, their marketing approach, you name it. The blockchain mechanics, the core game mechanics. And I encourage you to go check out this white paper if you really want to get an in-depth perspective of this game. So let's get to this NFT sale. In order to get to the NFT sale on the homepage, select Rebirth Genesis of a Metaverse. Here you can see you have an introduction, tells you a little bit about what this NFT sale is all about, how it works. Here's the reward mechanisms. So tier 0, you would qualify for tier 0 had you just bought the very first poster. To qualify for tier 1, you have to have one of each of the 3 posters. So you have the first one, second one, and third one in order to get tier 1. And it goes on like that all the way up to tier 5. So the thing about these posters is they get more expensive with every single launch. You can see that the very first poster was $64. And for that, you get the unique limited edition NFT poster, but you also would have got your Pierce X4 bike, which is a spaceship, a very small spaceship in the game, as well as an exclusive nanobyte skin, as well as your first mining rig and some access badges and a passport. The game developers have said that everything you get in this tier 0 package would be enough for you to start the game and begin playing the game. So that's kind of an idea of the cost of getting started in StarAtlas, because apparently this tier 0 gives you everything you need. Here in tier 1, you go up from a bike to a Pierce X5 car. Tier 2, you get an Opal jet, as well as all of the previous categories and so on. You can read through the different tiers to see all of the different rewards that you get as you go up and you continue to buy these posters. Tier 5 is as high as you can go, but this is only going to be for the serious investors, as the accumulative cost of getting all of the posters required to qualify for tier 5 is $500,000, $524,000. You do get a ton of rewards, including 200 mining rigs. So if you're going to get serious into the game, I imagine there's a possibility you could make your money back with all of these 200 mining rigs. I don't think it's going to be passive income though, guys. So if you're like looking for passive income, this isn't it, because you're gonna have to go out there, explore space, and find a place for your mining rigs. But if you're willing to really dive deep into this game, I think you can probably make some serious money with this tier 5 package, because you're getting literally 200 mining rigs, as well as everything you got from the previous packages, I believe. You also get this Calico Guardian, which I imagine is an awesome interstellar ship. So these are the posters. You can see that the first poster was this right here, the Discovery of Iris poster, and you can hit view experience underneath any of these NFTs to see an augmented reality version of the art, and it really is cool. The second one was the Discovery of Iris, and the new one they just released yesterday is the Convergence War. So when I get this NFT right here, I am going to have achieved everything I need in order to get the full tier 1 reward. So I'm going to be able to start off the moment StarAtlas launches. I am going to be equipped with everything I need to have a great in-game experience, a couple of ships, mining rigs, passports, you name it. And my strategy has been to get 2 each of the first 3 posters. So I have 2 of the first poster, 2 of the second poster, and I'm going to get 2 of these Convergence War posters that you see on your screen. Why am I getting 2? Well, I think that there's opportunity for some serious profit here, because you have to have all of these posters in order to get the reward set. So in other words, if you look at it this way, in order to get every single reward from the tier 5, this person has to have that first, second, and third poster. If they don't, they're not going to get the rewards. So imagine if they didn't hear about it on week 1, or for whatever reason they didn't get these early cheaper posters, but they were able to get these later ultra expensive posters. Well, they might be willing to pay a nice penny for those earlier posters on the secondary market. And if that scenario doesn't play out, I might be able to sell one of the 2 rare exclusive skins down the line to a collector or a passionate game enthusiast for a nice profit, while being able to keep the 3 for myself. So I'll always have the 3 for me, but I bought those extra just in case there's an opportunity to get my money back on the secondary markets at a later time, selling my extra gear or my extra skins. So how does the pricing work? So you saw that first poster that got you the tier 0 rewards, that was a $64 poster. But if you look at the one today, the third poster, it's $256. So what's going on? Basically, the price of these posters doubles each time. So that means that the fourth poster is going to be $512. So by the time it gets to the 14th poster, you're talking about a very, very, very expensive poster. Let's do the quick math. 500,000, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, 32,000, 64,000, 128,000, 200. Now it's getting harder for me. Let's just call it 250,000 for the 13th poster. And this 14th poster might be a bonus, I'm not sure, but if it's not, then this is a $500,000 poster. So it goes from $64 poster 1 to the last poster being $500,000. So you guys might be thinking, well, where am I going to stop? Well, I'm getting 1 each of the tier 1 because I think you get really good bang for the buck. You get all these rewards for the tier 1 posters. And, so I'm getting 1 of each. So I'm either going to have an extra one to sell, like I just explained, or I just might keep all of these extra mining gears. And, I just might keep it and then go out into the game and make money with my fleet. But I think I'm going to go all the way to tier 2. I'm no longer going to buy 2 of each of the posters after the third one. So I'm going to stop buying 2 after today, and I'm going to buy 1 each to get myself to the tier 2 category. I don't think I'm going to go after the tier 3 because if I wanted to do that, it would be an accumulative cost of $16,320. And right now, that's a little bit too much for me to put into this particular game. On my channel, I cover a number of blockchain gaming projects and I can't be tied down to just one. So this one right here, the tier 2, is going to cost me $1,984 to get every poster I need, which I think is the first 6 posters. And that's plenty enough for me. That will get me this Opal Jet. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but the Pierce 4 bike is it's kind of like a 1 to 2 person vehicle. It might be, I don't think it's a deep space vehicle. It might be something where you leave your spaceship or you do local runs, or, you know, certainly not deep space, I don't think. Now, the Pierce X5 car is a bigger unit. You can probably have a crew of maybe 5 to 10 people on it. I'm not quite sure. But this is something where you can start going from planet to planet, I think, maybe. So I'm thinking that the Opal Jet is something that can get me out into deep space and get me started. I would certainly hope that for $1,984, I get a pretty good ship. I guess I'll have to wait and see. But that is my personal strategy for how I'm going to play these StarAtlas Genesis NFTs, if you will. Okay, so how do you buy the posters? So you go to StarAtlas.com, you click on Rebirth, you tap posters, then you select the poster you want to buy. But you see here, you got to connect your wallet. And this is not a MetaMask wallet. This is a Solana-based wallet. So I'm going to hit Reconnect. I'm using the Solid.io option, so I hit the Reconnect option. If it's your first time to the Solana ecosystem, to the Solana blockchain, then you're going to have to select Solid.io or any of these other wallets, and you're going to have to set it up, which of course means creating a password, writing down and storing your seed phrase, and all the things we do when we create our wallets. Of course, after we create our wallet, we have to then fund it. So how do we do that? Well, for the Solana ecosystem, you have to familiarize yourself with the FTX exchange. This is an exchange that works with the Solana network. Here's my wallet right here. You can see I sent 0.135 Ethereum at an earlier time. And what I have to do, because the poster is being sold in USD, is I have to transfer or convert my Ethereum to this USD right here. So I'm going to hit convert Ethereum to USD. I'm going to do max and I'm going to select convert. And look how quick that was, guys. Instantly, my Ethereum was converted to USD. Now what I have to do is withdraw it. So I'm going to go to my Solana wallet right here. I'm going to select on USD coin. I'm going to select receive. That's going to get me my wallet address. This is a Solana USD address. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to the FTX exchange, and where it says USD and stablecoins, I'm going to select withdraw. And I'm going to withdraw USDC. And you can see here that this wallet supports ERC20 and SPL tokens. If I was going to be sending this back to my MetaMask, it would convert it to ERC20 back for the Ethereum network. But because I'm going to be using a Solana wallet, the FTX exchange is going to recognize that, and it's going to send it out in the form of these SPL USD stablecoins. So I'm going to select max. Okay, and part of setting up the FTX exchange is you have to do your Google two-factor authentication. So I'm going to put my two-factor code in, and then I simply select withdraw, and that quickly the USD has left my wallet and is on its way over to my Solid.io wallet. It's going to take a few seconds for it to clear the firewall and get in that wallet, but once it does, we're going to buy that round 3 poster. Okay, guys, the funds have hit my Solana wallet, so now I'm going to buy the poster. All I have to do is select buy now right here. Oh, I've got to reconnect my wallet, no problem. All right, with my wallet reconnected, I select buy now. Then I just have to go hit approve here on my wallet. And that is how easy it is. All right, you have successfully purchased the Convergence War NFT poster. All right, now these are some cool posters, guys. Now, there's something you have to do to get the full impact. In order to get the full impact, you hit View Experience. Then you bring out your phone's camera application and you use it to scan this QR code here. And through either Facebook or Instagram, you bring out the augmented reality version, and all of a sudden this thing goes full 3D and you see a full interstellar battle happening. It's super awesome. You get auditory sensations. It's like being transported to a different world, and it gives you a glimpse into what this game might be like. And guys, I am pumped. So that's what happens when you view the experience. Now, after you buy one of these NFTs, you then have to go to your inventory tab right here, where you can see I've got the first two. I've got 2 of the first poster, Discovery of Iris. I've got 2 of the second, the Heart of StarAtlas. Now that I've bought this one, I have to claim it. And once you do that claiming process, I think I have to go back to my wallet again and hit approve. And that's all it takes. Now I have everything owned in my inventory, and I am off to becoming an Atlassian. Guys, I am so pumped about this game. I hope these videos have been helpful for you. I hope that they've helped you get these NFTs. Don't be bummed out if you haven't gotten the first 2 posters, because they are going to be available soon on the secondary markets. So get the 3rd one and keep your eyes out for when the secondary market opens up, and then you can buy the first 2, get all your rewards, get your exclusive skin. Now, the cool thing about the skins that you get from this NFT collectible poster thing is they're going to be an indication that you were here from the ground floor. Like 5, 6, 10, maybe even 15, 20 years down the line, if they achieve their goal and StarAtlas is like a household name, it's this big blockchain game, a massive MMO, the people with those skins are going to be OGs. There's going to be a lot of status with those skins, so I'm really pumped, as well as having the awesome NFT poster added to my NFT collection, which is growing by the day. All right, guys, if you didn't do it already, subscribe to the channel, tap that like button, and we'll catch you on the next video.